Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm bored. I haven't done this ever, actually, now that I think about it. We're making pancakes from Scratchy. I have only used, like, the mix. I used Bisquick. I think we used the other one, Krusty's. Not that crusty. This crusty. Yeah, that one. I've never made it from not powder, so we're gonna do that. After digging a ton on the internet, like you do, I found two that I want to try. And I had such a craving for pancakes like a week to 2 weeks ago. Has anyone been to IHOP recently? It's horrible. It's so bad. I just go for a stack of pancakes, nothing else. Terrible. What did they do to him? What did they do to my boy? Horrible. And we go to Denny's because the breakfast is actually pretty good and the pancakes are decent there too. But like it was almost 40 bucks because they had no current deals for like the Grand Slam bullshit or whatever it is. And it's no, that's not worth it because you gotta get eggs and hash browns and a little piece of toast and you gotta get the ham because all the other meats are just garbage. Like the bacon's bad, the sausage is bad, the ham is where it's at. Anyway, this is about pancakes. So yeah, we're gonna make two different kinds. They both look amazing. I will link all of the stuff down below and the recipes. Let's get started. We got all our stuff ready to go, and then we're gonna cook batch one on a griddle, and then we're gonna cook batch two in the recommended 2 pans, one at a time. So that should be fun. We might make a few chocolate chip accidentally, oops, and then just eat them and enjoy some goddamn pancakes for a change without having to go to IHOP and having a horrible time. Horrible time. Oh, they literally made it the worst place ever. Great job, guys. But I mean, everywhere is right now, so let's get to it. Put all the dry stuff together, mix it. Then we're gonna mix all the liquid stuff, and then mix that. And the trick is to not overmix, so we're gonna try it. So right now we have 3 cups of flour. We add a quarter cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of powder, and then 1.5 teaspoons of soda, both of the baking persuasion. Oh, don't breathe it in. You get little muffins growing in your lungs. This combined now to the liquid. And because there's not much, we're going to add everything to this. We have 2.25 cups of milk, quarter cup of oil, veggie oil is what I'm using. Ooh. 3 eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And this was the interesting one because instead of using buttermilk, which we'll be using in the second recipe, this one will get that twangy, twang with some apple cider vinegar, quarter of a cup. Okay, now we're just gonna mix everything. Now that that is mixed, we're going to pour all of it into that, and then with our trusty rubber spatch, we're going to mix a few times, not a lot, not overmix, pretty much just when it's combined. I've never done this before, so hopefully this works, because overmixing will kill all the bubbles and the leavening and make them flat, sad, floppy boys. And we don't want sad, floppy boys. We want thick boys, all right? That's all we want. All right, so we're gonna pour all of it at once. And then we're just gonna make sure we're getting the sides. Do a little in the middle. We are mixing no more. I probably did overmix, but it's okay. It's life. As long as they're good, I don't give a shit. Okay, we're gonna break out our trusty griddle, get it heating up, put it on like 350, and then we're gonna get everything ready for the end. So we're gonna grab our butter, which this recipe uses whipped salted butter. Okay, for our salted butter, we're using Breakstone. Yeah, look at that. What the new label is horrible. I'm gonna see the old label. This is dumb. Anyway, okay, we got our spatch. We're gonna use a half scoop and a plastic spoon to scoop it out. And that's it. We're gonna get this started. We're gonna turn you down so you just see the griddle and my shadow because the light in here is terrible. And I'm not fixing it because I can't, because it's that thing. You can't fix that. I'm not getting separate lighting. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, so this recipe, he uses a lot of butter, which I love. So we're gonna simulate by doing it the same way. Because it's all about them crispy edges, which I feel like just don't exist. Okay, we got our batter, nice, thick, pretty bubbly. We're gonna get the butter melted, and then immediately drop the pancakes. Okay, I guess half, pretty big. So now we're waiting for bubbles to come through. Also, brown butter is not a bad thing. That's a delicious thing. So I'm not worried about that at all. I already knew the pan was a little too high, so we already turned it down. I'm liking that crust though. Okay, these are springy, bouncy. Okay, we got the temp in a better spot. It's very not as hot. Oh yeah, look at that. It didn't brown immediately. Clearly use a smaller scoop, but whatever. And I definitely mixed a little too much because they should be a little tighter, but hey, first time, I don't care. They look good to me. Pretty good. All right, we got some pancakes. They look much better than the first batch, obviously. But let's take a chomp out of these. Those were definitely good. My only mistake right now is, well, I definitely overmixed it, which is fine. They still came out great. Crispy, top, bottom. I just honestly forgot to get more syrup, so I only have this little amount. Oh, God. So I'm gonna have to get more tomorrow morning so I can eat 400 pancakes. Once I got the heat right on the griddle, because that was my first time using that griddle, so it was a little hot. Once those issues were fixed, everything was pretty damn good. The other pancakes came out pretty tasty. So, yeah, I like it. And not too hard to make at all. I know they're pancakes, but still, easy peasy. And I vote yes on those, worth it. Now we're gonna try number 2, which is a little more unconventional, if you will. But we got everything ready. 10 tablespoons of butter that we're just gonna melt. We'll put it on low while we mix everything else together. Okay, we have our giant bowl. No particular reason. We have 5 cups of flour. To that, we're going to add 2.5 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 cup granulated sugar. We have a 1/2 teaspoon of soda, and then 5 teaspoons of powder. Both of the baking persuasion. Don't breathe in. All right, now we're going to whisk. Now, for the liquid stuff, we have 3 2/3 cup of buttermilk. That's a lot of buttermilk. And 4 eggs. So we're gonna mix this, whisk this, put the whisk away, wait for the butter to melt. Alrighty, the butter is melted, and same thing as last time. We're adding all the liquid in, except for the butter. We're going to partial mix, add half the butter, partial mix again. Same thing, not a lot of mixing, but I'm sure I'm gonna overmix it, and that's fine. I'll live. First batch was very good still, so. All right, let's angle you down a little more so you can watch me do this wrong. We got the hot butt right there. So when we need it, it's not far away. Same deal. We're gonna rubber spatch, fold and turn and mix this again. Okay, we're going to add half of the butter. And once this is incorporated, we're going to add the other half, which is right now. Alright, so it's all just incorporated. Just barely. Look at that. He said it's supposed to look wrong, and it does. So these are cooked, no oil or butter, just plop a bunch in the pan. So we're doing dueling pans, 1 cake at a time per pan, and then we're setting a timer for 3 minutes. And then once that timer is almost up, we're gonna squeak a little peek and see if we can flip. But we're looking for bubbles, not moving anything, and it'll give us a nice, delicious crust for the outside. So let's hop over there where it's much more crowded and there's less good angles. All right, we got our 2 pans set up going, heating up on medium. We got our I don't have enough space deluxe by opening a cabinet and putting a towel down. Classic. Dough's right there. Still looks not mixed. We're using a 1/2 cup measure because my 4-ounce scoop broke because the last time I made chocolate chip cookies, which we'll make those in December. So I'm going to scoop 1 per pan, let them sit, set a timer, and go from there. Crust looks perfect. Wow. Top pan, a little too hot. See? So we turned it down. You gotta get the good spot for each goddamn burner. Love trial and error. It's my favorite. Okay. Just show you the bottom. Pretty. Perfect, honestly. Little pan, still too hot. That's number 2. Fluffy, buttery, syrupy. Okay, so they're both actually very different. The first one's like more classic. You've had those pancakes before. Maybe worse, maybe a lot worse, but you've had them before. They're simple, they're classic, delicious, too much butter on the griddle, giving those little crispy edges that are just fantastic. The second ones are unique. I don't think I've personally had a all buttermilk style pancake where you actually kind of still get the buttermilk twang as much as you do, because yeah, you get it. Just plain, the first ones are better. With a lot of syrup and butter, they're both amazing. Like, legitimately. I think the seconds would be amazing for like any super duper sweet topping. Like if you're gonna make some like cinnamon roll or berry compote whipped cream bullshit, use number 2. Because the first ones are going to be way too sweet. These are like a perfect vessel for putting too much shit on them. So they both have their goods. Honestly, make them both. Second ones are a little more annoying though. You definitely have to watch them more. Temp of the pan can change if it cooks on time. I was having issues where it started off too hot. Second batch was perfect. Third batch was too low, so the center wasn't cooking all the way. A little just fun. Fun to have. Could have made them a little less thick. That's what these are. Yeah, these are less thick. Think about that. But honestly, salted bit butter should always be on pancakes. And I wish I had more syrup. Everything's good. I'm happy I made it. I just need something not sweet right now. I meant to make more chicken sausage, but I forgot to take it out of the freezer. So I recommend both. If you're up to experimenting, I would probably add a little pop of vanilla in the second one, just to help, cut that buttermilk taste. It wasn't bad. It was just, way more than I have ever had in my life. I've now made pancakes twice in my life. Wow. Not from a box. Okay, I need to clean the kitchen, which is always my favorite part of making these videos, and then I'm going to stare at the ceiling in a dark room for about 2 hours. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Which one will or have you tried? And if there's anything you want me to make, let me know. The whole point of this is to try new shit, so that's what I'm doing. So, let me know. Stay bored. I'll see you next week.